Hey, what is up you guys? It is ReversalOnYoutube and welcome back to another episode of Knights and Dragons, and today we're joined in by the lovely Mr. Emperor Tux, the dangerous penguin, the third epic boss of the epic boss collection event, the Winter Nightmare. Let's actually pick up the screen here, over here. It's kind of laggy, but that's been like that for the last like 2 weeks or so, that the new screen just like really loads up very badly, but that's gonna be okay. So here we are, third week. Third epic boss. Next week is going to be redeeming period. I'm going to be talking more about it next week when the next epic boss called Santa is going to be down there as well. I think that's going to be pretty interesting because I'm really anxious to see what the epic boss looks like, but also the epic boss armor. So we'll get back to that. But first things first, Emperor Tux. And we're going to take a look at him very briefly, and then I'm going to be talking about a few things here and there, but you guys will just have to see what the episode is going to be all about. All I can say is this is going to be somewhat of a longer episode, in which I'm going to show you guys some gameplay and talk about a few things here and there. So let's talk about Emperor Tux first. This is a spirit and air type epic boss. Basically what you want to be using for armor is a fire armor, because that's going to be the most efficient against this epic boss. What also is strong against air is going to be spirit. It's going to be earth, but spirit is going to be countering that. So essentially you're going to be doing some double damage against Emperor Tux, but he's also going to be double damaging you in return. So you gotta be careful with that one as well. So I would really recommend using like anything like, for example, fire and air, or fire and spirit. That would be amazing. Fire and earth can also work, because you're going to be doing 4 times the damage, or was it like 2.5, or I don't even know. You're going to be doing extremely lot of damage against Emperor Tux, but he's also going to be doing some double damage against you, so you got to be careful with that kind of stuff. This time around we got the Emperor's vestments as the epic boss armor. I don't really like the way it looks. I'm just gonna be fair here. I don't really like the way it looks. Over here it's like some sort of a, I don't even know what it is. We'll probably see that once we actually get this epic boss armor, but I don't like the way it looks. That's the only thing I can say. Now, I want to be taking a moment here to talk about my guild, Incognito. So, the one thing I want to say is I'm getting so many people coming up to me asking me whether or not you can join my guild. And I want to say yes to all of you guys out there, but it's just too many. So, here's what we're going to be doing. If you are level 80, and I'm not going to be lowering it, if you're level 80, you can apply to Incognito, and the first comes, the first serves. So, like, the first people applying, they're going to be in first, and the rest will have to wait. So, that's the way we're going to be doing this. I'm just not really managing the guild in any way, shape, or form right now. So, I'm sorry for not really taking my time here. I apologize for that, but that will come. I promise. Like, I will do it, but I'm sometimes getting a little bit distracted or subsided with whatever I want to be doing, and I don't get to actually managing my guild, which really sucks, because I'm the guild leader and I should do that, but I'm not doing it, and that's very bad. Reverse, do something about it. But that's just what I wanted to say. If you guys want to be part of the guild, go ahead, just apply, and please stop with the messages, just apply, you know. I cannot really like respond to all of them because there's so many. Anyway, let's talk about Emperor Tux. Let's go ahead and actually try to defeat this epic boss up to level 15 if we can, with the energy that we got. And most importantly, show you guys the special attack, because I'm actually pretty curious to see what it looks like. So this is level 4, I believe. I'm not sure. I think, yeah, level 4. And in the meantime, where we're going to be summoning the epic boss, we're also going to be talking about the last episode, which will be linked in the video description down below, so go ahead and check them out, where there was a developer Q&A, and actually went over the questions and the answers as well, and gave a little bit of my own input as well. And I actually asked in that video, if you have like different questions for the developers, leave it down there, and we're going to be talking about a few of these questions that were also directed towards me, some of them, but I actually want to give some input in specific situations, because that way you guys just know. So the first thing was from Ahrix. He was talking about the champions pack, and he said, wouldn't it be stupid if Green would be placing epic plus armors in champions packs? And he said, think of the 5,000 gem events that happen. 5,000 gems for an epic plus costs way more than $100 for an epic plus armor itself. And what you gotta consider here, Ahrix, is the fact that, you know, you are spending 5,000 gems on anything in the game. You're not buying the epic boss plus armor in there. So that's like something you cannot compare to each other, because it's two different things here, you know. Champion spec is something that you buy and you get. the 5,000 gem, the 5,000 gems extravaganza or whatever you want to be naming them. It's just spending money in game into anything. So for example, you're spending your money into in the Guild War, spending your money on chest or arena or stuff like that to get some epic energy, which I just got, so surprisingly enough. But there's a whole difference there, so you cannot really compare that. So I hope that kind of like sorts your question out there. The next question actually comes from It's the Louis, or it's a saying, I'm not entirely sure, but what he's saying is, do you know if Gree will ever update stats on old armors? Like for example, they should really raise the stats of the Cloud Range Blade Bill, the Moontype Blade Bill, the Blazeborn Vanguard. They shouldn't get like a big boost or anything like that, but just make them stronger than epic boss armors would be the biggest thing they should actually do with them. And I absolutely agree with that, really. As a matter of fact, if anything, I feel that every single epic out there should be stronger than every single legendary in the game. That's just my own input when it comes down to that. But I just really feel that should be the case. And I don't know how far you guys agree to that. Like, let me know in the comments, because I'm actually pretty curious to that. But like, it doesn't, like, the name epic to me was like, whoa, it's an epic armor, it's the best armor out there. And then there's legendaries already surpassing epics. That sounds a little bit strange to me, kind of messes with my mind whenever that happened. That already happened like almost one year ago, or like 9 months ago with the Neon Wargear. I believe that was like one of the first armors out there, which the plus version already exceeded the Cloud Range Blade Mill, and that was kind of silly to me. Didn't really quite understand why that happened, but that it actually did happen. So the name epic is not really all that epic, on itself anymore, considering that some legendaries are just going to outgrow the previous old epics. So that's just, my take on that fact. And I just also want to point out something else, and that's completely off topic, by the way, but I was searching like information about Emperor Tux to see if I could see anything, and I found penguins and stuff like that on Google. But I also found something else which might interest like some of you guys out there, like maybe 10%. I have no idea like how big the Knights of Dragons, Boom Beach and Clash of Clans communities divide on my channel right now. But I just wanted to point out, like, there's a YouTuber out there who has made, like, I don't even know how many videos or Switch channels for Knights of Dragons. But he's been making videos for Knights of Dragons longer than I have. And he just started up a new channel under his old name. For those of you guys who are aware of it, it's ZURQUAZA I'm talking about. And, I'm not the best friend with him or anything. If anything, there was a moment where I absolutely hated the guy, but I grew over it as, as I would just focus here on my own channel instead. And if those of you guys are interested in this content or want to go back to where it was with Knights of Dragons, he just started up his channel again, and he started up under the name ZURQUAZA again, and I'm going to be linking that in the video description down below. And basically what he was really concerned with, which I kind of understand as well, and that's something I want to be talking about as well, is he kind of felt that the name ZURQUAZA was kind of like dirtied in a way, because a lot of stuff had been happening under his name, which is completely stupid, because the same thing happens to me too. So in that regard, I kind of feel bad for him. And because of that, he just like tried so many things to get like rid of the name ZURQUAZA, because he was kind of afraid that that the people were going to be hurting him, or just his YouTube channel are going to be taking him down for the stuff that has happened. And he's been trying hard with different types of YouTube channels in order to keep getting back into Knights of Dragons, and it really shows that he does have some love for the game, and he's back to, he says, daily content. But I don't know, some of you old ZURQUAZA followers are following my channel right now, but I kind of want to give him a chance to kind of grow his channel. So just check out this content, see whether you like it or not. I have nothing to say about it. He only have one video uploaded, but at least he's back, so that's a cool thing on itself. So go check him out if you really want to. And yeah, you don't even need to say that I sent you or anything like that. If it makes you happy, then go right ahead. But that's just what I wanted to point out to you guys. Okay, we're gonna be moving on to the next question, and that's from Calvin Harris, which is actually pretty funny. If it was the real one, that would be great, but probably not. He's saying, hey, Reversal! I know this question was not in the video, but do you know if Gree will add more 2- or 3-star armors into the game to make it more interesting for newcomers? And if they are going to be doing that, that would be great. I'm not even gonna lie there, but I feel that 2 stars, 1 stars and 3 stars have been neglected for the longest time. I mean, we've always had the armors that were already there, but we haven't seen anything new. So whenever I saw heroic mode, I was kind of hoping we were going to be seeing some new 3 stars or some new 2 stars from the semi-epic bosses or the mini mid bosses and stuff like that, but we didn't get to see them. I was a little bit disappointed in that, and honestly I hope that they're gonna be doing that, but that is definitely a suggestion I'm gonna be asking Gree about as well. I think that would be a great thing, like if we gather a pile of suggestions and actually, you know, throw them at Gree. Whether or not they're gonna be taken, that's just the question. But you know, a company cannot function without feedback. That's just one thing that I've learned, and I think that Gree has learned from previous mistakes and has tried to better themselves, and it's really showing. It actually definitely is just showing. And I don't know about you guys, but some of you guys like seem to be skeptical about everything. Like I feel that we should keep some positivity ongoing right now, and just embrace the fact that things are going well right now, because you never know if things are going to be swapping around or not. So that actually brings me to my next question, and that is from my side. I have not been doing this, but how do you pronounce that? Leonicio Pedraza. I think it's Italian, I'm not sure. Leonicio Pedraza. I'm not sure if I butchered your name. If I did, I apologize. But he's asking me, Rav, when will you upload the guild spotlight video? Are you still working on it? Yes, it's still work in progress. I apologize for not getting to it. I'm trying to get the first episode out tomorrow. I know it's not a big episode because not a lot of top guilds actually signed up for the guild highlight spotlight and all the good stuff. But I'm working on it. It's gonna be done before Christmas, so don't worry about it, okay? Next up, we got Nate the Gamer. And he's bringing up a very interesting subject, and I'm just naming him specifically because this is the first comment that I found. There's actually a ton of people actually asking for this, by the way. You're crazy about getting, like, you have no idea how many people are asking for this feature. But basically, what he's saying is, will there ever be trading armors? Because Gree ever announced it, like, I don't know if you guys remember, but half a year ago or so, Gree basically announced that they were going to be introducing something like trading armors. And I was like, no, man, they're not going to be doing that. Please do not do that. And I still think the same thing, you know? Hear me out on this one. Now, if you're new to this and you have no idea why I'm so opposing against trading armors, what do you think is going to be happening if they're going to be, adding trading armors into the game? It's going to ruin the game in several levels. Now, you might say it's not really the case, but how would you feel about a level 10 guy out there getting into one of the top guilds, whether it be the Gypsy Jokers or the Death Knights, and someone would be trading a Epic Plus armor from the latest Epic Guild War to that low-level account? Like, it would literally destroy everything and everyone in the arena, and also in Guild Wars, it would seriously be a threat. And that's something that I really don't like, and that is something that would bring such an imbalance to the game, that to the point that it's not fair. You know, a lot of these top guilds out there have such high level armors and all of the plus armors and everything, that they just do not know what to do with those armors. And if you're going to be enabling people to trade, you know, it's gonna take away the whole purpose of collecting epics on your own. And in some way, you know, way, shape or form, I feel like it's kind of taking away some, you know, I wouldn't necessarily say special like feature into the game, but it's kind of taking away the fun out of the game. At least that's what I'm feeling. I'm actually going to be recharging up my energy here, because I'm having the feeling we're going to be taking it out for level 50, and I actually want to show it off to you guys. So we're getting close there. We're right on level 12. But yeah, my point on epic boss armors, I mean on trading in general, is just like, I don't really want it to happen ever. And not even trading between epics or between currency. I just don't really see it happening in any way, shape or form. I just feel it would be a waste. Like, I think a lot of people, including myself, would be really unhappy with that feature. And I know some people would be happy, but for how long, really? Like, if you're taking the big picture, I just really think it's a terrible idea to introduce trading into Knights and Dragons, especially because it's Knights and Dragons, you know. But that's just one way. I'm pretty sure that a lot of people can tell you 101 ways why it would be better to do it. It's just like, think for yourself, see if you like that imbalance into the game, and if you do, by all means keep on suggesting it. Maybe it's going to be happening or not. The next thing was from Space Wizard, and he actually asked a question, He said, what do you think about more elements? For example, if you combine the elements air alongside with water, there would be a chance to get the element called ice. And I like that idea, but I just have no idea how they're going to be adding that into the game. I think it's a brilliant idea, if anything. I think new elements to the game, that would be a great idea. Triple elements, not so sure how that's going to be working out. I think that would be overpowering or overkill. But different elements, I think that would be pretty interesting. Like, for example, if you were to be combining water with... No, water with fire is already air, right? So you'd be getting steam or something. I have no idea like how they're going to be going around doing that, because you would have to combine every single element. So if you were to be getting earth and spirit, you'd be getting chaos. I'm not sure. If you'd be fusing away, you know what, I'm gonna leave you guys up to that. Like, make some funny combinations here and there, because I'm actually really curious. Like, for example, fire and earth is going to be mud or magma, or what? No, of course, water and fire, water and air, earth is going to be mud. But yeah, this is actually really funny. It's actually something that I never thought about. That is a great suggestion, Space Wizard. I think like that would be pretty badass in any way, shape, or form. Having like an extra element or something like that, I think that would be really cool. I also would like the idea. Like, I'm not even kidding when I say this, but I would like the idea of, for example, right now I'm facing an earth armor, right? I'm facing an earth golem or whatever it is. I would like to see something like advantage or disadvantage above my knight, so that way I know I'm weak against this one. So, you know, or just in general have the first knight here. Like, if you have your 3 knights, like if you have your 3 knights lined up, like I'm having only 1 knight right now, but let's say I'm having my 3 knights up there. I would like to see for the first knight, I would like to see on every single opponent if I had the advantage or the disadvantage on that battle. I think that would be a great feature into the game as well, because for new people playing the game, that would just make the game a little bit easier. So those are basically the questions that I had seen that actually sparkled my interest in there. And those are also the questions that I want to go over. Now, I haven't really shown you guys the special attack, and I haven't really paid attention to that. So in the meantime, I'm going to open up some chests first to see if we're going to be able to get some cool rings and amulets. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. And this first one, I'm just going to skip this because I can. And we got a robust knuckle, which is a silver star. And we got a stinging band, which is a bronze star. Can we fuse those away? Or first melt those armors away. I think that's going to be more interesting as well, because the event is going to be ending soon. So adding all of this. And all of this. And that should be it. And hopefully we're going to be getting something good. And I got a enchanted chest key and a silver key. Let's go. It would be so funny if I would be getting some armors back. So what we got from this is a shining ring of bravery. And you guys actually on the line chat, I'm not entirely sure about your names, but some of you guys said if you combine the same names together, and I think it was 3 of you guys out there, if you combine the same names together, you'd be having a higher chance of getting a better armor in there. And I think that was a great thing. So thank you so much for the suggestion. I'm going to be trying it out during the next Fusion Frenzy. So what we're going to be doing right now is actually summon the epic boss. And I'll meet you guys back again once the epic boss is there. There we go. Emperor Tux on level 14. I'm going to take you down and I want to show you guys the special attack this time around. So we're going to go ahead and actually try to do this as slow as possible. I haven't seen it yet because I was talking over everything. So I didn't really pay attention to his special attacks and stuff like that. But I like his breathing attack that he's doing. I kind of wished he was attacking with these claws because they kind of look dangerous. But he's not really doing anything with them. Okay, there we go. Wow. That was disappointing, now was it? Okay, let's see that again. Doing a special attack. Come on, work with me. Do it now, please. Come on, work with me. Yo. Yeah, there you go. Jumping, and he doesn't even hit me with his claws. He's just doing a ice breath kind of attack on me. So that way, I suppose I should be getting frozen, but I don't. But yeah. Okay, so this is level 14. I'm gonna do one more epic boss, and then we're going to be wrapping this episode off here. So, in conclusion, all of these questions are really great. Really, a lot of people have a lot of questions. A lot of people have a lot to say about a lot of subjects, and that's something that we already noticed. If one thing that we conclude, I feel that a lot of you guys out there are way more motivated than before with Knights of Dragons, including myself. Even though I don't really show it all that much, I still really do like the game, and I'm just having my mind focused on so many things at the same time. I'm having like this big giveaway in my mind right now. If you haven't seen it on my channel before, there's a massive giveaway of $300 going on to my channel right now, alongside with some other YouTubers. So I really hope that like some of you guys are going to be winning that one. If you haven't participated, there will also be a link to that in the video description down below. But yeah. I don't know what I wanted to, I actually lost what I wanted to be saying, but let's actually take down this bad boy on level 15 and get it done and over with. Emperor Tux, it is time to take you down, or are you going to be taking me down? This is going to be quite a close call. I believe I got this one in the bag though, I'm not sure. But let's see if those icy attacks that you're going to be doing, I shouldn't miss. Let's see if those icy attacks. And there's one thing that I noticed. I only needed 10 gems to get up to level 15, and that is actually like quite little, really. Usually I get up to 10 energy, level 10, and then I need to be using gems 2 times in order to make it up to level 15. But this time I don't. This time I actually got some leftover energy, and there we go. Level 15 is done. Emperor Tux is in the bag, and we're going to be able to craft that Emperor's vestments of his. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. So there we go. Can we craft something else, like some of these 3 stars? You know what, I'm actually gonna be doing that. Why not? I might as well, you know, I might as well just craft them because I got the because I have the elements to do that. So yes, that's going to be concluding this episode of Knights of Dragons. We've been already recording for like 22 minutes, so yeah, that is a long time. But still, regardless of that, if you're still watching, make sure to comment. Banana trees are delicious, because that way you show that you're true badass for watching this long into the video. But that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, make sure that if you guys like this video, to boom, give it a thumbs up. And that being said, this is Reversal for Knights of Dragons. I'm going to be signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one.